people with.
There's trouble at till in a hardware store when a shoplifter goes after a cash drawer the moment a staff member leaves it unguarded. The thief smuggles the till into a quiet corner to remove the cash. But the light-fingered felon has a problem. The member of staff is on his way back and will discover the theft any moment. Mackay's family hardware shop in Cambridge has been a popular destination for local builders and DIYers for generations. It's something of a regular on Court Red-Handed, because in recent years it's also proved popular with shoplifters. And the store's owner, Neil Mackay, has come up with a radical solution. Posters displaying images of people suspected of stealing from the store.
Here's our famous rogues gallery, CCTV images of all of the people we've caught recently. We name them after the products that they attempted to steal.
Neil's nicknaming and shaming of thieves and his extensive security camera system are helping reduce losses, together with his vigilant staff. People like Nigel, who works in the power tool department and is always on the lookout for shoplifters.
I don't think it's fair on the people who's working hard for a living, that it's money which pays our wages and bills. I don't think people should be allowed to get away with things like that.
Nigel thoroughly enjoys working at Mackay's, but he doesn't enjoy it when a thief chances their arm as soon as his back is turned, especially when it isn't only tools they're after, but the store's hard-earned cash. It's early afternoon on a busy Saturday. One of the store's CCTV cameras shows Nigel standing at his post in the power tool department.
A customer asked me where some goods was, so I took the gentleman out to the garden department and showed him what he was looking for.
While Nigel's taking the customer to a different part of the shop, a man peers through the front door and comes in. He walks behind Nigel's counter and looks at the goods on display. He might seem innocent, but actually this man's a thief, and he's not here to buy, he's here to steal. Nigel is waylaid as he makes his way back to his till.
Spoke to a couple of members of staff behind their counter.
While Nigel chats to his colleagues, the man has noticed his till is temporarily unguarded.
I think he must have been in before at some point, so he knew there was a till behind there that he could get out quite easily.
He continues to stake out Nigel's till for several minutes, circling the racks of tools nearby.
He knew what he wanted to do and just waiting for the opportunity to take the money.
When he thinks the coast is clear, the man walks behind Nigel's counter, makes sure no one's watching, and pounces. He grabs Nigel's till drawer and tries to remove it, but it's attached by a cable. His plan has hit a snag, and Nigel will be back any minute. And as the view from this other camera shows, it's not just the staff that the man has to worry about. A customer's about to walk past and spot what he's up to, so he quickly puts the drawer back. Then the man seems to move away from Nigel's counter, but he's actually gone to pick up a pair of scissors he's seen nearby before going back to Nigel's till again. The thief crouches down and cuts the cable securing the till. Having removed the drawer, the man takes it to a quiet part of the shop and starts trying to open it. But not surprisingly, a drawer designed for storing money isn't easy to get into. After struggling for several minutes, the frustrated thief gives up. He hides the drawer in some shelving, perhaps planning to come back and retrieve it later. Then he leaves the store. When Nigel returns to his till, he's horrified.
As I walked behind the counter, I normally check my cash drawer. There was nothing there. Looked down under the counter and saw a wire hanging down. It was a moment of panic. I shouted out that someone had stolen my till drawer from under the counter. Everybody jumped to alert, rushing around trying to find out where it had gone to.
The till's been well hidden, and despite a thorough search, the team can't find it. Nigel's beside himself with worry.
After 34 years working in the DIY business, I've never had a till been stolen from my counter and what I've been in charge of. So yeah, it was quite a shock to the system.
With a heavy heart, Nigel reports the theft to the police. But then he gets some good news.
The manager, luckily enough, found the drawer at the back of the shop. That made me feel relief, because I did feel guilty at the time for not being on the counter, sort of blaming myself.
Even though the duty manager has found the till drawer and Nigel was only away from his station for a few minutes, he feels responsible and goes to apologise to shop owner Neil.
He was very nice about it and saying, it's not your fault, these things happen.
Although no cash has been taken, Neil is keen to check out what their various security cameras have recorded.
I was absolutely amazed at what I saw.
The bungling would-be burglar didn't even wear gloves. So when a police forensics officer arrives and dusts the drawer for fingerprints, he gets a positive result.
We got some really good fingerprints off it. There's only mine on there and his.
With the fingerprints and CCTV pictures, the police identify the man who has a history of offences. They go and arrest him. And Neil has another pilferer poster to go on his wall of shame.
Here we have our latest entrant on the Rogues Gallery, Mr. Tillman, who's been caught and been before the courts. We won't be seeing him for a long time.
The man was sentenced to 9 months in prison for a series of crimes, including his attempt to get into the Mackay's till. All the till drawers in the store are now kept under lock and key.
Fortunately, we have our own fasteners department, so they've been using a lot of the stock and bolting everything down.
Neil's son Andrew recently joined the business and is just as security conscious as his dad.
We've got to keep everything chest height, so that no matter where you are in the store, you're able to see not only the staff, so they can help you, but also anyone who might be acting suspicious.
Neil has asked Andrew to devise a comprehensive anti-thief strategy, which they're calling Operation Metamorphosis.
I'm trying to make sure that Andrew has the best opportunity to make our business successful in the future.
That's it.